What is it about social media? It even says, welcome to the live chat. I'll wait for you guys to jump back on before I start again. Okay, Dana's here, Joanne's here, Deb's here. I don't know what it is about social media, I'll tell you. Yes, Stephanie, we're back. Only because I couldn't see the comments. They had stopped, apparently. So stupid. Just social media makes me crazy. You know, it's like the more technology they get, the worse they are. You beat her, Dane. You beat her. Hi, Susan. We're back. So is that Jacob's? Dana, what do you, is that, which one is that? All I can see is facebook.com, share something. So, oh, good. That's Jacob's. Okay. Hi, Lisa. Sorry about that. Hi, Christine. I know. Sorry. It makes it such a pain in the butt, but we just got started, so it's way too early for me to be losing comments. So, all right. So I'm guessing you guys saw the whole thing about the web and, you know, turning it and stuff like that. We got number 1 is the pinker and number 9. Only reason I showed both, even though it's 9, is because of the color difference. Like this one has more pink and blue, and this one's more like a light purple. So pretty much everybody probably saw 1 and 9. Let me try to somewhat go in order other than that one. This is number 2. This is by Dan Pompey at Rapture Resin. Now he calls this one, hey Lynette, he calls this one a solid color mutation. So I believe that's not a color change. I think it's just where he's saying it solid mutates to the glitter. So it's like a lavender. So that is a number 2. And number 3 is the blue snowflake. These are so gorgeous. I saved one for me for sure. I had to save one for me. Isn't that cool? Now thinking about the same thing, once I turn it, some of these are going to go away because we have to take off that whole corner. So I'm not sure. I'd like to probably do a couple of them before I say, you know, hey, you might want to jump at these, because see, a lot of that on the sides are all going to go away. Now if they're in the middle, they're going to be saved more. So that is number 3. Number 4 is a pink and purple, light pink and purple pine cone. Yes, Christine, number 1 you want set aside. And number 1's got some web in the middle, so you're not going to lose the webbing. It's just when you get to the edges, it'll kind of be distorted. This is the purple and pink pine cone. Dana, the webs are 55. The pine cone is 55. Okay, so off-white and gold. And these are different because I wanted to offer these to you. I'm actually going to do this one for 40 instead of 45. And it's a very pretty gold. If you love gold, it actually gets really pretty buttery like. Let me see if I can see if you can see how shimmery. You can see the shimmer in the gold in the end. It gets really pretty. So the pink is what you're looking at on the number 1 on the web. So this one I'll do 40, Dana. It'll be like a special, but it's really pretty. I usually call it like buttery something because it's little tiny bit of darker brown. There might be black, but so that was 5. Number 6. Guess what we have? This is number 6. No explanations needed. Pretty much I can do these medium. We don't do them really thin, because what ends up happening is once I go all the way around thin, then it starts running into each other if it's too thin. So then you lose having the color on the side. You can always ask something. You can ask, Gabriello. But if it's something crazy, we're going to block you. So I'm not sure who you are, but... So this is number 6. What's pink? Yeah, you like thicker pens anyway. A lot of these are thicker. What are you asking is pink, Gabriello? This is pink. It's kind of a purplish, really. This is pink and purple mixed. This is the one that she was saying pink. No, I mentioned it to her. I think she just hasn't quite done them yet. She'll probably start doing them soon because she's doing the snowflake, so she's got that in mind, but they're probably working on more Halloween. So she'll trust me, when she does them, she has to do batches and batches, so keep watching. So pink and red, so that was the candy corn was 6. Now this one was a little bit more of a fallish color, and I thought I'd throw it in there in case anybody liked the red, but it's actually red and pinkish, and it does not quite show up. It looks more red and orange, but honestly, honest to God, guys, it is like when I turn it, it's almost like a deep cranberry. It's definitely a pinkish color in there. I'm not seeing it showing the pink at all on the camera. So, did I put a September 3D aside for me? Yes. I haven't even done the Septembers yet. I need to. I cannot believe tomorrow's October and I haven't even done September yet. That's like, goodness. So this one's actually going to be really pretty with the gray and the black inside. I think more of the silver is going to come out, and it's a pearly silver with the pink and the red mix. So if you like red, this is going to be pretty. The next one is the black and silver. Now black, for some reason, has been, a lot of people have been wanting the black. This is a very pearly looking once it's turned. I wish I could show you how pearly the white is. You can kind of see it there. It is black and white, which also makes a silver. So they have been they've been coming back with the black and white and silver, and then with like a the bling around it. It looks really pretty. So the lighter purple web was the number 9. That would have been next, and I already showed that to you guys. So the green and white and fuchsia. This is a really cool mix. This one is by Eugenio. These are some of his, I believe these are like lava. I believe these are like the lava. Yes, I'm going to turn them live when somebody decides what they want. He does a lot of lava ones, and it comes out really pretty. This one's going to be cool. So this one's going to be, I'll do this one at 40 as well. And this one as well. This one and this one. So I'll do these resin ones for 40. And we have, that was 10, number 10, number 11, purple snowflake. But there's, this one stays in the middle. This one stays in the middle. The rest of them are on the edge. So We'll have to turn those and see. I saved a blue one for me, but after we got to thinking about it, I was, you want that buttery looking one? I figured somebody would. Somebody has to, because it's actually very pretty. And so Dana Debreyer wants the, this comes out so pretty. I still have your, let me get your information too. I'll show you guys shells. Remember she picked out the one from last night. Let me see, I have Deb here. So we will take and put Deb. I can't, Deb's red and green and is not mistakable. So I'll put yours in here, and you like yours thicker than medium. And it's up to you if you want bling on there or not. I will show y'all shells from last week because it came out really cool. It's she loves the autumn colors, the fall colors, and it is a the aluminum honeycomb. So just to show y'all what a lot of the aluminum honeycomb look like. And she loved the rust and green fall colors, so I wanted to show y'all that. And I've got another really cool fall one. So the purple, that was 11. And I've got a couple more fall. And this one is a rust and a gray metal mesh. Can you see that aluminum mesh in there? That would be 55. And the metal mesh is really pretty. It comes out pretty too. Fall 3D print. Oh, the 3D print with the wave. This one is another fall looking one. It's rust and gray and that gold in there. And then a little bit of black maybe, which may have turned into gray, or actually it looks like it's gray all the way. It's a gunmetal, and some of them just got a little lighter once it mixed with the gold and the rust. And that wave in there is a 3D print. So if you like fall colors, yep. Oh, Susan wants 10. Susan wants 10, which is the green and white and fuchsia. It's pretty. That one's 40. And yeah, this one is this one's gonna be pretty too. These are 55, the 3D prints. I got 3 more. I call this Filigree. I don't know what this is called, but this is the Filigree. I call it Filigree. But remember those patterns from Don and Jamie from Castaway? I love them. They're going to be so pretty. These are 55. And it's got the blue, little hint of purple maybe. Just a little bit. You can see. But those are going to be really pretty. So that is 14. 15 is another favorite. This is a favorite of mine for fall because it's got the definite fall colors. So this to me for fall was a really pretty one because it's got the dark green in there with the gold and a hint of red or rust or the dark orange. I guess it's a burnt orange. You can see it there. This one's going to be pretty. This is by the same maker as the one that you want, Deb, as the buttery one. They don't, they're not casting at the moment because they had a missions thing to go to with some kids. You want that one too? They had they were fantastic when they came out a couple years ago. We absolutely love them together. It's a man and a wife together. And they would come on, they were just the cutest couple, and they were doing the casting together. And then they got into a mission trip, like a camping mission trip that they had to do. So they had to stop. I think I went on their Etsy not too long ago, and it was closed. Like I couldn't even buy what they had. But I think she said they were thinking about coming back soon. And I would love for them to, because they didn't charge an arm and a leg. Their prices were less. They had great colors. They also are the ones that did this one. Somehow he was able to do a little bit of roundish on the edge. They weren't super, all of them. I like turning them. So, all right, Deb's got that one. And last but not least, and I probably need to show this one to you guys with alcohol, because this is by Cocoon, and it's going to look ugly. If you see it, you're like, that's ugly. It's really not. It's going to be gorgeous, because I had asked them, I said, you know what? We don't see wine colors. I mean, genuine wine colors. And so they, Jim came up with the wine color. He mixed colors together. Look how gorgeous that is. He actually made a recipe to come up with the wine color, and he wouldn't let anybody have it. So I don't know. I've seen a couple here and there try to attempt the wine color, but not like this. So that one's going to be really pretty. Stephanie, and you want that one? This is just gorgeous. Look at that color. That is going to be so pretty. So this one I will also do for 40. Dana. And Stephanie wants 16. Stuff on there, stuff on there. I don't have that one. Stephanie. And you know what has been so bad that I didn't get everybody polished like I wanted. I've been doing a lot of house stuff, trying to catch up from the event, trying to catch up from them. So I came out last night and I polished some. And then today I was going to polish all day and get them all done. And I was going to show them to you today. And one thing kept coming up after another. Then the next thing. Then I was like, oh, I'm never going to get out there. So, Steph. I feel like before I do anything else, I want to get all of you guys caught up and sent out. You know what I mean? Some opal inlay. Woo-wee. I'll have to look at the opal inlay colors that I have left. If you want something that is not necessarily matching, but different, that would coordinate with it, but it, like, say if it were a pink or a white and opal or something. Otherwise, I don't have a problem in ordering it. So this would definitely be a gorgeous opal inlay. And you still want it 4-inch though, right? Christine definitely wants number 1. And you want 4-inch. So I want to try and get them all done tomorrow. I would love to try to get up early and get them all done so Joanne can get them mailed out to you. Okay, so in case I missed anybody, Christine wants this one and this one. Right? Christine. Yeah, I would love to get them all out. Christine. And Deb. Deb, you like yours thicker than medium, right? Yeah, it said on that thing. I'm kind of learning already, I think. Stephanie. Just number 1 for Christine. Okay. Not the... Didn't she say she wanted this one or no? Not this one. Just the spider web. guys will have to look up millers when you're done. They're driving me crazy. They're harmless, but they're harmless to people, but they get into stuff and they eat stuff. And they're like these, you probably saw one flying earlier over my head, little tiny moth things. And they're destructive to stuff. Like they'll get in boxed food and stuff like that. Okay, so I have Christine with the web, which I really want to do. I have Deb with 2 of them. And Stephanie with the 1 4-inch, right? Any chance you would have opal, mother of pearl, and a deep purple or wine? That's what I was hoping, but I know I don't have wine. Let me see. I know I don't have a wine color. And I think I'm out of the white. So I would have to get some. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I might have just lied. So it's not really wine though. So just to let you guys know why opal inlay is quite a bit more. I really don't charge as much for it as I should. I typically will add 10 or 15 to the cost, which isn't really that much, but the reason why, so I have this one, which is kind of, like you said, a mother of pearl, but I can't, the color's not coming through. It's not just white, but there's not enough of that one. I have one that's fuchsia, but that's not wine. And we've got this one, but there's not enough of this one either, even with, but it's more of a red. It's really hard to show y'all what colors is left. I may have to show you another way, but it's more red anyway, so honestly. So what I'll do is, go on, and the rest of them are like your pinks and teal. I got a teal, and I got the gray. So honestly, guys, this is a good example because I think I've maybe used this gray one time, just a little bit of this gray. So this is the amount that is $10. It's $10 per one of these. So $10 for one of them. So they're all just a small amount for $10. I'd like to say I think what they are is man-made opal stones and then crushed to whatever. This one's a really pretty dark fuchsia. So I'm gonna go online and I'll look and see where I got it and see if there's something that matches. Or I will give you a couple places like Etsy. If you go on Etsy and you type in opal inlay or opal, just opal inlays, you'll get several different websites. And I don't have a particular one per se. And just look for colors, and you can send me some colors that you like and that you think would look really good with it. So I don't have one that I would consider a wine. This is not even close to the wine. No, it looks more red. I think he tried to do a wine, but it's more red compared to that. So when I get off, I'll show you the color to these. I can still turn it for an opal inlay. And do you want maybe in like one band in the middle? If y'all want, I can show you what opal inlay looks like when it's done. I have one on my pen. If y'all saw my picture of the ones that I posted the other night, or does anybody want to see it? I can always get it. It's like right in the dining room. I know, I kept saying I wanted inlay and I didn't have one, so I'm like, I'm going to do it. So does anybody want to see what the inlay looks like? It will take me 30 seconds to go get it. Oh, she said she was going to pass. on the Opal inlay. You don't even want to see colors, like one band in the middle if we settle on a color. Okay, cool. But I can show y'all what it looks like. I have my green one in there, and it's gorgeous. So since nobody answered, let me run get it really quick, and I'll show you what it looks like, because it is absolutely beautiful. And also, I want to show you guys some gorgeousness. I gotta show y'all really quick, because a quick advertisement for Tony Street. If you don't know who Tony Street is, she makes polymer clay. And let me move those before I totally drop that. I'd be so mad if I dropped all that. Okay, so this is Opal inlay. Let's see if I can get an angle that you can see it. So I did a deep blue there. I did a mixed color of pink and some teals. So it does come out really pretty, to be honest. It comes out really, really pretty. I love it. And then what I do, because it takes time to put it in, I pick out the colors. I've got to put it in there. And then, of course, it's going to be all messed up. And then I put UV resin on it. And I have to stick it outside. Then I have to turn it again to make sure it's nice and round. Or if you'd rather have it straight or whatever. So... but I really wanted one, and I love that one, so that's mine. So also I want to show you guys the most expensive pen that I can think of that I sell is the Polymer Clay by Tony Street. So in case y'all have not seen, and I did have a drop, so what she does is they're called canes. They're nice long canes, really small. They literally will do each picture in a cane. So one pink flower is a cane, one purple flower is a cane, one of those flowers. Every individual picture you see on here, the butterfly, every one of those is an individual cane. And see the white bow. Every one of those is handmade and hand created by laying out this polymer clay, one color and then another color laid just in the right position, so when it's all rolled up, it becomes a picture. Blows my mind how they can come up with this. So that one is mine. This is the most expensive pen you will get, because so she will create the middle. She creates on a brass tube. The brass tube goes to Troy, and he will coordinate the color with it, with whatever good color, and he will cast it in a full blank, and then it will come to us, and we turn it. So that one is like a black and purple. And is Lisa still here? You have one of these? Is Lisa still here? If she is, this one is hers. Let me see. There's some other colors. Oh, mosquito. Everybody loves the Cardinals. Susan, and you have one, I'm sure, in here. Like, this is a really pretty color. So you can either go to Tony Street and have her make you the tube. The tube itself is going to cost you about 45 to 55, I think it is. And then you're going to go to Troy and he's going to cast it, and I think that's going to be another 10. And they're going to come back to me and I'm going to charge you 30 for turning it. So that is going to be the most expensive, but it's going to be one of the prettiest ones you're going to have. I hope somebody actually ordered that one with the glitter. I hope. I hope. So, they are pretty. Here's a fall one. More of a fall color with the rainbow butterflies. Another cardinal. Susan! Look what Susan has. Susan has the yellow butterfly with the purple and pink, and it's just amazing. I'm telling you guys, it's you think, oh my gosh, that's crazy for a pen. If you go on to Tony Street's Instagram, I think it is, you can see the process of how she makes it. She uses a pasta machine and she lays it out and lays it out, and then the next color, and she puts it in, and it just blows my mind. It really does. So she was going to throw this one away because she did not like the bows. And I had a fit because I've been wanting that flower. I don't care about the butterflies. I just wanted those colors together. And when I saw the bow, oh my gosh. She had said she threw it away already. Lisa, is this one yours? Is this, do I have the right Lisa? There's not too many Lisas that spell it that way. Where'd it go? Was that yours? Did you see it? Mindy. Let me find it again. Susan. I don't want to say everybody's names. Yeah, Lisa. Is that yours, Lisa? Did you order that one? Does your last name start with an L? Are you the right Lisa? Isn't that pretty? And this one is the dragonfly. Yeah, the dragonfly with pink wings and a teal body, which matches the teal flowers. And the blues are absolutely gorgeous. So, those are so pretty. And mosquitoes are coming out. So, anyway, I just want to let y'all know. It's going to be a while before I have a drop, if I do any more for that one. I can explain off camera. But they are gorgeous, and she does wonderful work. And since hers was in the trash, I told her to get it, and I wanted it. So, do I have any bug spray? I don't think I have any bug spray. Okay, so Stephanie, you want to scrap the opal inlay, and you want to do 4-inch though, is that correct? You want 4-inch? I may have lost, I might have lost these again. We don't have as many people. So, because I hadn't seen anything else come up other than Dana when you said the blue is pretty. So, if she wants 4-inch, she said to scrap the opal inlay, unless she can find one that she likes. But, if she wants 4-inch on this, let me know so I know to cut it. And I can turn it now. And then Christine. Yeah, it looks like I lost comments again. Stinking rotten YouTube. Let's see. Whose do I have? I got Susan. I'm sorry, you guys. I really want to get to polishing all of these. All of them. I got Susan over here and Susan over here. And Stephanie and Christine. I found your snowflake ones, Christine. Another Stephanie. So I don't want to do anything. Another Christine. And we're waiting on grommets to come in, Christine. I am definitely waiting on the grommets to come in. So I found your snowflake ones too. And then I got the other Halloween one there. So, yep. And I guess I have comments gone. Lovely YouTube. I like my pens long. Can you tell? Long and slender. A little thicker. So, does she want 4-inch? Yes, 4-inch, a little thicker than medium. Okay. Ah, I was able to go down, scroll down and see your message. So, okay, let me do the 4-inch. I think I only have 4 to do, right? If I'm right. We got 1 for Stephanie, 1 for Christine, and 2 for Deb. And Christine's a little thicker than medium. Christine's a little thicker than medium. And I think Deb is thicker than medium. So everybody's like thicker. So stupid. We're going to have, I can't wait to do our meeting. Check this color out. Yes, I'm ADHD. And no, I have not had any medicine today. Yes, I did. I took one earlier, but I didn't take a second one. Okay, 4-inch. Stick to the program, Miss Stacy. 4-inch. This is going to be so pretty, Stephanie. I'm going to get up early, you guys, tomorrow, and I'm just going to be polishing all day for y'all. I really want to try to get the birthday pens in, too. So, 4 inches there. 4 inches. I don't think the grommets are going to be here, Christine, before yours are ready. So she said she wanted, well, we can change it, Stephanie. So I'm gonna plan for the bling, and if you want, if you decide you want the opal inlay, if you see the colors you like, I don't mind trying to change it. I can always change, if I'm a little conservative now, I don't mind trying to change it to make more opal. Or I can do like 2 small bands of the opal. It doesn't have to be 1 large. So let me, did I adjust this? I did adjust this. It's so small. Bear with me, guys. I know my back's to you. I'm thinking about getting another lathe because my polishing one wants to give me a fit. And it's making me crazy. And I also did something to my finger too. I heard it right here and it kind of goes all the way to my thumb. But I don't think it's going to affect turning. I think it just affects if I try to grab something. Okay, I can't see your comments, so if not, get with me after, and I I will adjust it for you. Y'all can see before it gets too late, so you know whether or not you want the you want to be careful with the snowflakes and the spider webs. To be honest, the way she's making them, she may have to adjust it the way she's making them. But since you want it thicker than medium, maybe okay. The grip looks a little deceiving on the 4-inch versus the big one. I keep thinking about yours because I hope it didn't come out thinner than what you wanted, but I don't think I have another one. I could get another one, but I'm hoping it's not thinner than what you wanted since you said make it thicker than medium. If it is, I'll make it right. second. Let me finish this up. I think it's going to be fine, Christy. I just won't do a whole lot to it. But then when you get to there, it kind of muffles, you know what I mean? It kind of runs together. So then it becomes kind of a mess right there. But aren't spider webs a mess? You know, you have it there, you got the spider web, but if I got too much smaller, then it would blend together. So, and this one just chipped off. So I'll have to cut that piece off. That just chipped from the 3D print. So I'll cut that off and I'll have to readjust it. So if you do not like this, you are okay to say no, and I will adjust it and I will sell it. You're not obligated to keep it at all. I promise you. I would never make you guys do that if you did not like it. So if you really don't like that pattern, the way it messed up, I'm okay with that. So you can let me know after, and then like I said, I'm going to have to cut that off, so we're going to have to alter it. Anyway. Is that my Jaxie? Jaxie! I'm a Kit Kat. Alright, Deb, hopefully you're still here. And we will get these fall ones done. And then, actually, I might do the, while y'all are here, oh yay, hoping more of those moths just fell out. I could have sworn I had a bomb. I need to go to the store and get some sweet potatoes anyway, so after I do Deb's, one of these I'm holding out, and I might just turn these. These are huge. They're so gigantic. They're so big. Gosh. They're pretty. Okay. Deb. 37-year-old body might not be as strong as I used to be. Like it is, because if I straighten out, instead of those little bumps there, if I straighten that out, you're going to start losing more web. I'll take it out and show you. I'll be glad to do it. I don't have a problem at all. If you don't like the bumps. Like the spider web, and you want bling, and you want me to smooth out the middle. That's what I'm hearing Dana say. And Deb likes bling. Sorry about the comments, guys. What a new blade does. If I push too hard, it'll shred into the blank. Dark gold and a champagne that would look good with this. And then I have a clear crystal on a gold chain. I've also got stuff, guys, like butterflies and shells and stuff to put on them. I've got all that stuff. I just don't get a lot of requests for a whole lot of bling kind of stuff or a whole lot of embellishment because most everybody knows they want it comfortable. So darker gold on your green one, your green and red one, but I didn't make enough room, so I'm gonna think about that this time. If you don't like this end, you won't hurt my feelings. You guys pretty much never hurt my feelings if you want me to change something, I promise. There's an event going on too. It's called something like Home Where the Heart Is or something like that. We're gonna sponsor that one. That one is by I want to say Lee's Crafty Corner, or She's Helping. And I can't keep up with them, but anyway, this one's gonna be really pretty. If you like this, if not, you can. I'll always change it. But see that gold in there, and then that lighter gold is gonna be really pretty. And I'll put a touch of gold bling in there. If you don't like your ends, it won't hurt my feelings. I'll show y'all after the live since I can't see. I'll show you guys after, so you can let me know. Leaves, Deb. I have let me see if I can grab them really quick. They're not in here. Okay, so they're somewhere else, but I have some fall leaves that would be really pretty in here. I did it on one of mine, so I just make like a little bit wider opening, and then I put the leaves on, and it just, I mean, it's really pretty. So since I can't see your comment whether you think you would like that, and I took mine back in the house so you can't see it, but I'll kind of head towards that way, and if you don't like it, or if you don't think you can like it, you know, I'll change it to something else. But I think you would like it with this, with the way you like the bling on the other one, and this one looking so fall. I think you would like it. I really do. If you want, I can always go get my or I'll show you after the live. I can show you the one that I have that's on mine. Mine's a wooden one, and it's all dyed wood, orange and red. It's really pretty, and I did it on mine. else likes fall as much as I do. I love fall. Football is starting, and it's just always around our houses. Like whenever football was starting, we knew that the cooking was going to be going on, and we're going to get in the kitchen, and the ladies were all going to be cooking, and the girls, the kids were going to be running around the house like Thanksgiving. And always, football was always in the background. I don't like football, that's the sound in the background that brings back those fall memories, and I love fall. I don't love the fact that Lowe's has their complete setup of Christmas out. Complete. It's a little too early, but... So if you don't like it when I get off, I'll show it to you, and if you don't like it, I can have enough room to change it to something else. And if you like it, then I can tone it down a little more and I can tweak it a little bit better. Dana, if anybody else came on that was live, and then tell them, well, they can hear me, but really sorry guys that I lost my ability to see the comments again. You can get with me after, and I'll show you what blanks I have. After this one, I'm just going to do the birthday one. Christine, I guess what I'll do is I'll email you also to get the information for yours that I want. So remember, Deb, this is conservative, so I can have room to change it. I can also make it down a little bit more. I left it a little bit thicker to show you the style, because right in here, see, I have the option to put bling in there and then the leaves here, and it would just gorgeous for fall. So, and then what'll happen is if you like that look and you think you might like the leaves after I show it to you, I'll turn it down a little bit more to make it a little thinner, because I left it kind of thick. So that's going to be amazing. I'll do that right after I get off, I promise. So since I have to turn, I might as well, if y'all want to stay and see it, I'll do these birthday blanks. 1st. So I had her do the September a little bit smaller in case somebody really wanted it smaller. And I like it. I like it a lot. So y'all are welcome to stay and watch. I'm just going to do these and then I'll go so I can get those other ones to you since I can't see the comments. Looks like I have 27 people on. That's cool. I wish I could see who I was on. Crazy. Makes me so aggravated. got holes. These way cheaper just to say happy birthday, so I keep it simple. It's enough work to have to fill in where the where these are too. So there's one, and they're so big, so huge, crazy how big these are. Vacuum, this is what I get. About getting a new one of these anyway because I can't see through it anymore. I tried polishing it. I should be able to put this here and be able to do it through there so it doesn't hit me in the face. probably 4 or 5 years now. And then I usually do a medium, a thick, and a thin, so that way everybody can kind of have their choice, but not extreme. Like I don't go super thick or super thin, kind of in between, so that way kind of try to please everybody. Road rage on this thing. Oh. Part of it is me gouging into it because they're so thick. There's so much more time to get them little. I'm not sure why they keep making them as thick as they do, because like the regular blanks are big, but I'm not sure what. wish I could sit and chat with you guys. Gosh, it's terrible. Stupid. Ethan. I don't think that's tight. We should find out. What is it? Ellie! Get up here. Ellie and Bud, get up here. Go bark here. Come on. Come on, Bud. Don't quit barking at people. Ellie? Make sure you're on the birthday list, and yeah, happy birthday to everybody for September. Let's see. Since nobody got where'd that one go? More outside than I did inside. Let's do this one. Looks like we have 42 people watching, so let's do this. In case anybody wants to watch. I really like this color. Message me and tell me if it stopped. That must be why you're calling me.